Hi friends, it's Miss Cathy from the library, and I'm here for another story time with you. I had so much fun preparing these stories and songs and rhymes. And can you guess what our stories are going to be about today? Do you see where I'm standing? Have you driven by the new fire station here in Waynesville? Well, if you guessed books about firefighters, you are absolutely right. And I hope that you enjoy our stories and activities today. So if you're ready, open and shut them, open and shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open and shut them, open and shut them. Fold them in your lap, lap, lap. Well, we're ready for our first story, Firefighter Ted.
Firefighter Ted by Andrea Beaty and Pascal Lemaitre. Published by Margaret K. McElderry Books. One morning, Ted woke up and sniffed the air. It smelled like smoke. That's not good, thought Ted. I need a firefighter. Ted looked everywhere, but he couldn't find one. And since Ted couldn't find a firefighter, he became a firefighter. But every firefighter needs a fire truck. Firefighter Ted found a fire truck. That was lucky, he thought. I need a fire extinguisher, too. Firefighter Ted looked everywhere else. Since he couldn't find a fire extinguisher, he made one. Now where is that fire? Thought Firefighter Ted. Firefighter Ted searched the house. The kitchen was filled with smoke. It rose from a plate on the table. "Stand back!" shouted Firefighter Ted. He put out the toast and helped his mother to safety. "That was your breakfast," said his mother. "It still is," said Firefighter Ted, "and now it's nutritious and safe." "Go to school," said his mother. "Remember," said Firefighter Ted, "only you can prevent breakfast fires." It was very hot outside. The sidewalk sizzled and hurt Firefighter Ted's feet. He saw a kitten on the hot sidewalk. It needed help. Firefighter Ted rescued the kitten and 2 puppies and 3 tricycles. The crowd was speechless. "No need to thank me," said Firefighter Ted, and he waved to the crowd. When Firefighter Ted arrived at school, the principal was waiting for him in the hallway. "You are late," said Principal Bigham. Firefighter Ted frowned. "You are blocking the fire alarm," he said, and he helped the principal to safety. Principal Bigham turned bright red. "Watch out," said Firefighter Ted. "You're overheating." Principal Bigham's face turned redder and redder still. "Stop, drop, and roll," said Firefighter Ted, and he helped Principal Bigham to safety again. Principal Bigham was speechless. He pointed to Mrs. Johnson's room. "No need to thank me," said Firefighter Ted. Mrs. Johnson's students were in line at the door. They were going to see the science fair exhibits in the cafeteria. "A parade!" shouted Firefighter Ted. "Firefighters always lead parades." Firefighter Ted led the parade down the hall. "Woo, woo, woo!" All the other classes came out to watch. "Everyone loves a parade," said Firefighter Ted, and he waved to the crowd. Firefighter Ted looked around the cafeteria. There was danger everywhere. "Volcanoes!" yelled Firefighter Ted. He jumped into action. Firefighter Ted stopped the volcanoes from erupting and helped the students to safety. They were speechless. "No need to thank me," said Firefighter Ted. Suddenly, Firefighter Ted smelled something burning. A thin stream of smoke rose from Principal Bigham's pants. The smoke got thicker and thicker. His pants got hotter and hotter. Principal Bigham ran this way and that. "Help!" he yelled. "Call a tailor! Call the janitor! Call the library! Just call somebody!" But Firefighter Ted was already there. He helped the principal to safety. He pulled the fire alarm and started the fire sprinklers. Just then the tailor arrived with the janitor and a librarian. "You need pants," said the tailor. "And a mop," said the janitor. "Good thing you had Firefighter Ted," said the librarian. "My work here is done," said Firefighter Ted. "You can keep the fire extinguisher. And remember, only you can prevent pants fires." That night, Ted put away his fire truck and went to bed knowing he had done a good job. He lay awake for a very long time. There is so much to know about fire safety, he thought. A poster could help everyone understand. Ted did not have a poster, but I could make one, he thought, if I had a paintbrush.
Well, we're ready for our first activity, 5 Brave Firefighters. It has a couple of motions, so we're going to start with 5 brave firefighters sleeping in a row. Ring goes the bell, and then we're going to pretend we're going down the pole. Down the pole they go. They jump on the engine, and then they put out the fire. Now they go back home. My, but they're tired. Now we'll put together the words and the motions and we'll try it together. 5 brave firefighters sleeping in a row. Ring goes the bell. Down the pole they go. They jump on the engine and put out the fire. Now they go back home. My, but they're tired. Great job. We're ready for our next story.
My Mom is a Firefighter by Lois G. Grambling. Illustrated by Jane Manning. Published by Harper Collins. My mom is a firefighter. I'm her son. My name is Billy. Mom says she has 2 families, Dad and me, and Marty, John, Pat, and Captain Mark. They work with her at the Floral Avenue Firehouse. I say I have 2 families too, Mom and Dad, and my firehouse uncles, Uncle Marty, Uncle John, Uncle Pat, and Uncle Mark. When I walk to school, I pass the Floral Avenue Firehouse. Today is Tuesday. Mom is working. I leave home early to eat a stack of Uncle Pat's pancakes. But when I get to the station, no one is in the kitchen. They're all busy. There was an early morning fire, and the Floral Avenue firefighters were sent out. They're back now, but there's still a lot for them to do. Like hosing down the engine, cleaning the air masks and filling the air bottles, checking the engine's water tank, and washing and rolling the hoses, and scrubbing the tools and putting them back in place. I can see this is not going to be a pancake morning, So I climb the stairs to the kitchen, drink some milk, and eat 3 jelly donuts. I go over to the smooth pole and get ready to slide down. Then suddenly I remember Uncle Mark teasing me about the time the pole was smooth and sticky. I wipe my hands on my shirt. Then I slide down. Not sticky this time, Uncle Mark, I say, grinning. Mom walks me to the door. Ready for your spelling test, Billy? She asks. I nod. Dad went over the words with me last night, and I got them all right. Terrific, Mom says. We hug, and I leave. I spell the words to myself as I walk to school, just to be sure. After class, I hurry home and do my homework. Mom is presenting a program on fire safety tonight at my school. Mom and Dad and I eat supper. Then we all head back to school. Mom begins by telling us what to do in case of a fire. I already know. I listen carefully anyway. Get out fast, Mom says. Don't go back in for any reason. Call 911 and give them the address. And if your clothing catches on fire, don't run. Stop, drop, and roll. The worst dangers in a fire aren't the flames, Mom says, but the heat and breathing in hot, smoky air. Mom puts on an air mask. That's why we wear masks connected to air bottles on our backs, she says. Mom tells us that firefighters are part of a team. Everyone has to do his or her job, and we take turns doing everything. Driving the rig, working the hoses, mopping the floor, even cooking. When Mom's program is over, everyone claps. Then we have punch and cookies. The next day, Dad and I are making dinner when the Floral Avenue rig races by, sirens screaming and red lights flashing. I run to the window. Mom's driving. I watch the rig disappear around the corner. I know what my firehouse family will do. When they get to the fire, they'll put on their air masks and grab the hoses and enter the smoke-filled building to make sure everyone's out. They'll put out the flames and smash windows and chop holes in the roof to let the poisonous gases and thick smoke escape. But the firefighter job isn't done. Not until they search the building and make sure everything has cooled down and there is no danger of the fire starting up again. Then they can pack their equipment back onto the rig. Dad's calling from the kitchen. Time to feed Polka Dot, Billy, he says. Be right there, Dad, I say. Can't let Polka Dot go hungry. After Dad and I finish eating and cleaning up the kitchen, we hear the loud honk of the Floral Avenue rig heading back to the station. I give my firehouse family time to clean the rig and the equipment. Then I call. Everything okay, Mom? I ask. Everything's fine now, Billy, Mom says. It was a garage fire that spread to the house before we got there. Have you eaten yet? I ask. Mom laughs. No, she says. Uncle Marty was so busy working the radio and phones at the station that he forgot to put our supper in the oven. How about if I come over and take my turn at cooking, Mom? You and the firehouse uncles can relax while I make dinner. Sounds great, Billy, Mom says. I walk to the firehouse. When I get there, I go to the kitchen. I make some cheese sandwiches and heat up some soup. While Mom and my firehouse uncles are eating, I walk over to Mom's turnout gear and put it on. It's too big for me, but I strut around in it anyway. You know what I'm going to be when I grow up? I ask, snapping the red suspenders holding up Mom's bunker pants. A pitcher for the Yankees, Uncle Mark says. I shake my head. A race car driver, Uncle John says. I shake my head again. Nope, a firefighter, I say, snapping Mom's red suspenders once more. Just like my mom.
Well, I hope you're ready to sing. We have 2 songs that we're going to do together. The first one goes to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. It starts out, I'm a firefighter, my name is John. I put my boots and my helmet on. I hurry to the fire and give a shout. With a burst of water, the fire is out. Now you noticed we said John because it rhymes with on, but when you sing it at home, you can sure put your own name into the song. Let's try it together. I'm a firefighter, my name is John. I put my boots and my helmet on. I hurry to the fire and give a shout. With the burst of water, the fire is out. Well, we're ready for our second song, which goes to the tune of Pop Goes the Weasel. Down the street the fire engine goes, the firefighters fight the fire. Up the ladder with their hose, out goes the fire. So those are the motions and the words, and hopefully you know the tune, so let's try it. Down the street the fire engine goes, the firefighters fight the fire. Up the ladder with their hose, out goes the fire. Let's try it one more time. Down the street the fire engine goes, the firefighters fight the fire. Up the ladder with their hose, out goes the fire. Great singing. We're ready for our next story.
Firefighter Frank by Monica Wellington. Published by Dutton Children's Books. Frank the firefighter is on duty at the firehouse. He and his company are ready to go to a fire in the city at any time, day or night. The firehouse is their home away from home. Their dog Sparky lives there too. While they wait for a fire alarm, they eat, sleep, and have many things to do. They check and clean their fire trucks and equipment. They make sure everything is in tip-top shape and in perfect working order. When school children come to visit the firehouse, Frank loves to show them around. He tells them how the firefighters race to the scene when a call comes in. It might even happen now. He teaches them how to prevent fires and what to do if they are ever caught in a fire themselves. The firefighters plan their meals together. Frank has a favorite recipe he wants to cook for everyone today. They all go shopping as a group. They stick together in case they get a call to rush to a fire. The firefighters are hungry, and Frank's cooking smells good. But suddenly they hear shrill beeps over the loudspeaker. It's the alarm for a fire in the neighborhood. Dinner will have to wait. Quick! Everybody go! They slide down the poles, jump into their boots and firefighter gear, climb into their trucks, and zoom out of the firehouse. Every second counts when a fire is blazing. The trucks roar down the street, their sirens screaming and lights flashing. People and cars get out of their way as they race past. Frank smells the smoke and feels the intense heat as they arrive on the scene. This is a big fire. Each firefighter has a job to do, and they all work together quickly. They get out their equipment and tools. Some start the water flowing from the fire hydrant. Others drag long hoses from the truck to shoot water on the flames. But saving lives comes before everything else. Frank rushes to the building. While the firefighters enter the burning building, others climb up high on ladders. Sometimes they have to break through windows and locked doors. The chief directs everyone on a two-way radio. Have they gotten everybody out? Frank does the most important thing of all. He rescues a child trapped in an apartment. Fires are scary and dangerous, but the firefighters make sure everyone is safe. At last, the firefighters get their fire under control. They aim water at the last flames. Working as a team, the company has done a great job together. The men and women are strong and brave. Even after the fire is out, the firefighters still have much to do. They clean and load their equipment. Frank helps repack the hoses. Exhausted but satisfied, they climb into their fire trucks for the ride back. At the firehouse, they wash off the soot and mud. After all this time, their dinner is cold, but it tastes delicious anyway. They are very hungry. It has been a busy day, and it feels good to rest. Everybody is tired. The firehouse is quiet for now, but Frank and the firefighters never know when the alarm will sound again. When it does, they will jump up in a flash and within moments be off to fight the next fire.
Well, we're ready for our next activity, 5 Little Firefighters. I'll go through the motions with you. We're going to hold up 5 fingers and we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to jump on the engine with a shout, and then quick as a wink. We're going to do 2 hard skills here. A wink and a snap. As quick as a wink, the fire is out. Then we're going to count down. 5 to 4 to 3 to 2, and then 1. So let's see if we can do this together. 5 little firefighters standing in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's go. Jump on the engine with a shout. Quick as a wink, the fire is out. 4 little firefighters standing in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, shh, let's go. Jump on the engine with a shout. As quick as a wink, the fire is out. 3 little firefighters standing in a row. 1, 2, 3, shh, shh, let's go. Jump on the engine with a shout. Quick as a wink, the fire is out. 2 little firefighters standing in a row. 1, 2, shh, 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 let's go. Jump on the engine with a shout. As quick as a wink, the fire is out. 1 little firefighter standing in a row. 1, shh, 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 let's go. Jump on the engine with a shout. As quick as a wink, the fire is out. Great job. We have time for one last story together.
Firefighter by Lucy M. George and Ando Twin. Published by QEB Publishers. Frank is a firefighter. It's a very busy job. When he arrives at work, he puts on his special clothes and tests all the equipment. It's time for the fire drill, Frank calls to his crew. Everyone has a special job, so when there's an emergency, they can work together quickly. The alarm bell rings. There's a fire at the school, calls the watch manager. Frank slides down the pole. Go, he shouts, and they are off. At the school, there are bright flames and smoke coming from the window. The children are lined up safely in the playground. The teachers are taking attendance to make sure no one is inside. Mr. Jones, the principal, points up at the window. The fire is in the library. Everyone is safe, except Gerald the guinea pig. Please save him if you can, he says. Frank and his crew must get up to the library quickly. The crew put on their masks to protect them from breathing in smoke. Some of the crew attach the hoses to a fire hydrant, while the others go into the school through the main door. Frank climbs onto the turntable ladder on the back of the fire engine. It lifts him up high. Frank looks through the window to check that it is safe to enter. Then he carefully climbs inside. There is lots of smoke in the library. The flames are bright red and very hot. The rest of the crew rush upstairs to help Frank. Point the hose there, Frank shouts over the roar of the blaze. The whole crew fight the fire in the library. The children watch from the playground. Finally, Frank comes to the window and calls down, "The fire is out, and Gerald is okay." Hooray, the children cheer. An ambulance arrives to make sure that no one is hurt. The paramedics check the children and teachers, but everyone is fine. The crew make sure the school is safe. They open windows to help the smoke clear. Then they put all their tools away. Frank is very happy because everyone did the right thing during the fire and no one was hurt. Not even Gerald the guinea pig.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our stories, songs, and activities all about firefighting. It has been so fun to be with you today, and I look forward to the next time we're together for story time. So, if we can tickle the clouds, tickle your toes, turn around and tickle your nose. Reach down low, reach up high. Story time's over, so wave goodbye. See you the next time.